That is one of the worst. Actually, that is the worst speech I've ever heard. Hello, friends. For today's video, we are watching Firefly episode 7, Janestown. As you guys can tell, you know how I feel about Jane, and the fact that we have an entire episode dedicated to him is, I don't know what to say. I don't want it to happen. I knew we were overdue for one. It's happening so soon, and I just so happened to dress like him for this episode, and I'm sad. And if you're not yet subscribed, be sure to subscribe to catch all of my latest videos. And if you also want to take your support a step further, the link to my Patreon is down below in the description. There we can hate on Jane some more and talk some smack about him. And there you have access to the full-length reactions, videos, all of my reviews, my full-length reviews, and you can also help vote for the next shows and movies that I will be watching as well. So if you're interested in that option is there. I really do appreciate it. But without further ado, let's jump into this episode about Jane.
Hey there, Nora.
Aww.
Heading off for some glamorous romance?
Let's hope so. Don't let Mal get you into too much trouble while I'm gone.
Oh, she's dressed so beautifully.
Have good sex. What?
Simon!
What happened in here?
Need to find some tape.
So you had to tear my infirmary apart?
Apparently.
I can't stand Jane.
Canton don't allow guns in there, Jeff.
That's why I ain't strapping one to my hip. Still like the idea of going in there empty-handed is all.
Why are you still arguing what's been decided?
Ooh. Get wrecked, Jane. That's what you deserve. Simon should be the one to be able to do it because of what you did to his infirmary. Oh. Right next to the sludge. Oh, this is definitely Janestown, alright? The swamplands.
You go in, make contact, easy peasy. Call ahead to Bernoulli, let him know I have his merchandise end of the week. Don't I usually stay with the ship?
I outrank you. Have fun.
I outrank you. I love her.
I can watch over your sister. I believe you've been developing a rapport.
I don't know, River.
Go on. I'm a shepherd, after all. I should be able to keep my eye on a flock of what?
The shepherd's the best.
Let's be getting back to landing, unless you have business here.
Yes, I'm looking to buy some mud.
Well then, come to the right place.
I was gonna say there's mud on his hand. Oh my gosh.
You really think you need that get up?
Yes.
No one's gonna remember you.
They all will, because it's Jane. He probably
it's possible they might.
beat some people up. Oh my gosh. It's actually his own town. Okay, so this is a thing that I've always wanted to do on my bucket list. For some reason, I just want to jump in mud. Just roll around in mud. I don't know why that sounds so good. At least once in my life. Just once in my life.
This must be what going mad feels like. I think they captured him, though.
They have a statue of an ape.
Captured his essence.
Looks sort of angry, don't he?
That's kind of what I meant.
Yeah, make yourself more noticeable.
All the protein, vitamins, and carbs of your grandma's best turkey dinner, plus 15% alcohol.
This seems like Jane's type of town. It's horrible. Oh my gosh, they're like obsessed with him. Oh my god, look at his hat. He's a Robin Hood figure, Jane? So much for laying low. Simon is having like an aneurysm.
He said, can't crush that
Jane?
money.
Yeah, Mel.
You got any light you'd like to shed on this development?
I'd be terrified.
No, this must be what going mad feels like.
Agreed. Agreed, Simon. And Jane is just so awkward as a character. It's hilarious. This is this town's Cotton Eye Joe. Like, you know how Cotton Eye Joe is just like a staple of every culture? Just such a good song. This is what that's like, but for them.
I stole that money from Higgins like the song says. Lifted me one of his hovercraft. I got tagged by anti-aircraft at certain altitude. Had to dump them strong boxes. Stay airborne.
He didn't mean to help these people. Oh.
I tore these out of your symbol and they turned into paper, but I want to put them back, so.
Sorry. What's that?
River?
It's his hair!
picture. What the hell did you stick?
Whoa.
I'm gonna put your hair back and scared her. I'm glad that no one can tell that's Jane, but they probably all could. Oh, the child gave him away. All right, someone needs to, like, Jane, do something about the child. You know what to do.
He's come back. It's Jane.
Hero of Canton won't be drinking that Shung Man, yeah? He drinks the best whiskey in the house!
Jane does not like being the center of attention, and it's obvious.
What's going on? This how people lay low where you're from? Understand your concerns, friend. This was all part of our new plan.
Distract everyone with Jane while they can get the goods. Okay, I like this idea. That's the simplest way it's gonna go.
I brought you here to bed, my son, not throw him a tea party.
You're not allowed here. As I said, this room is a consecrated place of union. Only your son belongs here.
He probably doesn't even want to. The thing that I'm liking about the whole companion line of work, it looks like culturally adverse. Is adverse the word? Very culturally well-rounded and with lots of traditions, and I adore tradition.
Even when you're covered in engine grease,
That's so cute.
No, it's especially when you're covered in engine grease.
It's time to get out of this nut house.
All right, way to block.
No, really, we got.
Things are going well.
Oh, well.
Eesh.
Why don't you and Simon hang around and keep an eye on him for me?
I like that both their mugs are just big. They're just made of clay, like mud.
Jane Cobb's come back.
He's gonna try and kill him. I hope he gets thrown into the mud.
You keep me in that box 4 years, you can give me a loaded gun.
Jane Cobb cost you 4 years of your life. He's back in town.
And you're gonna take him out. I mean, he can just shoot him and Jane. I mean, that is an option. It's not like he gave him one round. Everything's so muddy. Hello?
No, we certainly didn't. No, I would never. Not with Kaylee.
What do you mean not with me?
Not with Kaylee?
This job here's gone way past long enough.
All right, well, you go on now. I got me important hero type stuff to do.
Okay, he just shoved her. I can't stand Jane. I can't. I get his actor's really good at portraying this guy, but I can't.
Going with you.
No, maybe you ought to stay here. It's about the time for a civilized person to have his breakfast. That's the sort of thing would be appropriate, don't you think?
Simon be saying the wrong things. He deserves it. I like that Kaylee is standing her ground, and I think it makes Simon respect her more.
You think we should be using my fame to hoodwink folks?
Yes.
You better laugh when you say that.
No, really, Mal, I mean, maybe there's something to this.
Okay, just Jane, stay here. Stay here, please. Please. It's a stick up.
You really think we can get this stuff across town without being noticed?
Does it have to be during the day?
First.
It can't be at night? I feel like at night it would be easier. They're gonna drop the junk, give it to the townspeople again, because they have to save Jane from the crazy man. I'm calling it right now.
Jane Cobb? You're talking about Jane Cobb?
Yes, Jane Cobb, the hero of Canton.
No.
The only person I ever saw who stood up to my father. My dad had him traced back to his ship. He had port control, put a landlock on it. Jane will get back and find out that he's grounded.
She's gonna have to tell them. That'd be awful.
Sir, look at me, you panty-waist idiot!
That's a word? I'm scared to say it because I don't know what it means.
Folks say you're part of Jane's team. Where's that no-good reptile hiding himself? Tell me, boy, I'll cut off every last bit of them good looks.
Ooh! Oh, he got cut! He got cut! Oh, he has to stitch himself up! He's cut! He's cut! He's cut!
This mess inside half an hour.
Already there. Let's go get our wayward babes.
So he stands there and they just chant at him. That is Jane Parade. This looks like my nightmare. This is actually what my nightmares look like.
As far as I see it, you people have been given the shortest end of the stick ever been offered a human soul in this crap hill-verse. Well, you took it.
Yeah, we did take that stick. Indeed.
Well, I guess that's something.
That is one of the worst. Actually, that is the worst speech I've ever heard. He's doing it. He's doing the pose. Oh, no. Simon is getting thrown around. He must have a stunt double, 100%. That's what you get for insulting Kaylee.
Got away clean, too. But then our plane took a hit and we're going down. We dumped the fuel reserve, dumped the life support, hell, we even dumped the seats. Jane, the money,
You know what to dump. Him first.
You to talk me to death, buddy? Is that the plan?
Yes. Well, I mean, he has a gun, so I don't know. He jumped in front. He wanted to save him. Oh, Lord. He has a knife sticking out of him and he's fighting? This man's is all kinds of tough and he hasn't gotten out of a box in like 4 years. Oh no, they all just watched him murder someone. Big yikes. Big ol' yikes. Why the candles aren't made out of mud. Jane is actually having a morality piece. He has a moral compass. There's this knife you murdered that man with. You didn't have to grab it like that. He grabbed the blade too. He's like, I guess it's kind of sad. Oh, he's gonna take it down. It's that easy to throw it down? It was that easy and the mayor couldn't do it? Took 2 pushes?
You did what?
You heard me.
Sent an override to port
Father.
control. Lifted the landlock on Serenity.
How to wipe that smile off your head. How dare
I
you
am a man.
define me, you.
You wanted to make a man out of me, Dad. I guess it worked.
Get wrecked. Get wrecked.
My way of being polite, or however it's, was the only way I have of showing you that I like you.
Aww. That's really sweet, actually. I like that.
So when we made love last night,
When we what?
you really are such an easy mark.
I love Kaylee. I really do. She's such a sweetheart. I love her.
Why the hell did that mother have to go and do that for him, Hal? Jumping in front of that shotgun blast. Hell, there weren't one of them understood what happened out there. They're probably sticking that statue right back up.
Most likely.
You helped them more than you know.
It's my estimation that
He has a
every man ever got a
heart.
statue made of him was one kind of sumbitch or another.
Jane is that, indeed. It's what you represent. That was kind of sweet. So we just finished watching episode 7 of Firefly, Janestown. It is a very fitting name. This whole episode was about how Jane was remarked as this hero for stealing from the rich and giving to the poor completely by accident by this by the mayor, you know? He stole from the mayor, wanted to steal the money, had to let go of the loot, dropped it on the townspeople and gave them money. So the whole thing is, I do respect Jane a bit more after this episode. It showed that he has more of a heart, more of a moral compass, that he cares more about people, about these individuals, even though he doesn't know them. He doesn't think he represents much. He doesn't deserve it. And it bothers him that people still look to him as a symbol. It seemed that he's not only aggressive and violent, so it's nice to see his character becoming more well-rounded, more dynamic, and that's really it. I really do respect his character a bit more after watching this episode, but I really can't wait to see where the next episode is going to take us. I hope it's a River episode, I'm hoping, or an Inara episode, or Kaylee. My faves. Just those 3. Maybe Zoe. We actually haven't had a Zoe episode. I want a Zoe episode. Okay. Anyway, I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.